Pretties? Welcome to Websbro. So I have no excuse for having my video late. We've already started the year and we're starting it like this. So I'm going to try to do better moving forward to try to post on Tuesdays and Fridays because that's what I think my new schedule is going to be. And if it doesn't work, it doesn't work and I'll figure it out. But I'm going to make sure to try to post twice a week moving forward. Which technically this is still twice a week. It's just later in the week. We're getting this at the very end instead of Friday. But that's okay. And then my Tuesday video went up on Wednesday. But I feel like that one was closer than this one. So anyway, here we are. So for this video, I'm going to do a recap of everything that I bought in Q4 of 2022, and then also just a recap of my overall goals for my low buy in 2022. I had like this little sheet or whatever, and I didn't stick to it. I know that for a fact. But some of them, none of them. But that's okay. Let's go over that stuff real quick. So in Q4, I thought I bought a lot of stuff. But I mean, I did, but I didn't because I'm looking at it right here and it's actually not that many stuff that I brought in. So I'm pretty excited about that. So from Ulta, I bought like another one of my primers right here, this one, because I was out and I really like it. So I bought a new one. I bought some more like makeup cloth remover. So I'm pretty happy about those. I got some sunscreen, so those are necessary. And the ones that are like repeat for me, so I'm not showing it to you guys. Gaia, stop, mama. And I also bought some perfume sets because I was out of perfume. So there's that. I also spent $10 buying the She Glam X Laura Lee set, which is this one's right here. And I'm gonna say, I think I'm a real fan of liquid highlighter, which I for a second was like, I just don't think I like highlighter, period. Like except for like the Oprah and the one from Persona. I'm like, I think these are the only ones that I like truly like, but I found myself really reaching for liquid highlighters. I think I quite enjoy them. These ones are really good. This one is like a rose champagne kind of color, which actually looks quite good. And this was more like a Brimel bubblegummy, but it has like a slime warmness to it. What is this one's called? This one's called Gold Quartz. The pink one, the blush, and this one is Hibiscus. This names literally make no sense, but I feel like the name should be backwards. Maybe they messed them up. But no, it says liquid highlighter on this one. Never mind. Anyway, I feel like the names should be mixed up. That makes more sense. But anyway, these are the ones that I got from She Glam. Let's see what else we got. For my, technically I didn't buy these ones, but it was $32. My sister got these as a Christmas/birthday present, whichever one you want to pick for whichever. So she got me the Mandalorian palette from ColourPop. Kind of like cool tone with little dual chromes, little yellow, dirty mustard right here. Quite enjoy that actually. I've used it a handful of times. And then she also got me the Child palette from ColourPop, which if y'all know me, y'all know I love green. It's my favorite kind of color eyeshadow to use. And this one looks quite gold, but it's more like a dirty olive gold, which I appreciate. And surprisingly, this is my least favorite shade and I don't hate it, but it is my least favorite. Overall, the palette is quite nice. I really enjoy it. So I have those two. Let's see what else we got. From L'Oreal Los Angeles, I got the holiday collection. And I say it was technically my Christmas present from my boyfriend, but this came with the Whimsical Nudes palette from L'Oreal Los Angeles, which I quite enjoy. Although I might critique, I wish this mustardy peach shade was a lot darker than it is, but overall I really enjoy this palette. I really, really like it. Quite pretty. And it also came with the brush set, which I have right here. I will say though, I'm gonna have to get extra ones of this shade right here, of this one right here, the L34, because this was the perfect, what's that, 11? I'm trying to check the extra palette brushes that I bought. Okay, no, I didn't. I need to buy more of the L34 because this is the perfect powder brush. And I know she said this was more for like liquid, but my powder foundation, holy shit, my powder foundation has never blended more easy than with this brush right here. So I feel like I need more of those. But okay, anyway, I got that. Again, technically I didn't buy that one, but and then I also got some extra stuff because I got extra brushes, which I always do because they're they're affordable. L'Oreal is very affordable for especially the quality of them. I think they're affordable, so I like to get extra if I'm placing an order, might as well. And then so that all that up to $148, but technically I only paid like half of that because my boyfriend paid for the other half. I think it was less. I think I only paid for like 60 bucks. I think he paid 80. But there's that. And then from ColourPop, I placed an order, which I got some extra of the little gel thingies because I was running out. I also got some extra of the sponge because I really like it. And I got 3 single shadows. So I got a little quirky right here, which I've used this a lot, and you guys know I really love this shadow. It's like all sparkly and beautiful, and it's really, really pretty. I got Waddles, which is one of their satin shades, another Super Shock. I really enjoyed this one. Just put it all over the lid and you, very, very pretty. It does come a lot lighter than you would think, but it is beautiful. I really like their satin formula a lot. If you think matte is a little too hard, try the satin ones. They have a slight sheen to it, but so beautiful. And then I got this single shadow right here in Mr. Sandman, and you can see it's kind of like a dual chrome. It kind of feels a little deeper than like Glass Bowl. It has slightly different shift, but there's that. It's very pretty, very pretty. So I don't mind those at all, but I got those from ColourPop. And then from Sephora, I got the Kosas concealer because I've been wanting to buy it, and I figured this is the time to buy it before I go into my no buy, and so I got it. And while I was there, I did get a free gift with purchase, and I got all this Laura Mercier powders. I've never tried them, but I've obviously heard a lot about them, so I'm pretty excited to try them. I hope they're not too drying because that's not gonna work. I wonder if I can use this shade right here as a bronzer, which I guess we'll find out once I finish my current powder bronzer. And I'm pretty confident I can use these two under my eyes because I do have an olive undertone. The banana powder is probably gonna look quite nice on me. But yeah, technically it says they're all translucent, but all right. But we know the truth. Okay, and I also got another palette, which was the Patrick Ta palette. Ooh, that was reflective. The Major Dimensions 2 palette, which I watched a ton of videos and a lot of comparisons. Like, people were trying to compare this palette with like other palettes with similar, and I'm like, I don't know any of those comparison palettes. I was like, okay, that makes me feel better. And I'm really excited to try these cream ones. I said it a couple of times before, I really wish he would say these as individual duos, because I think he would kill it doing that. He really needs to try to sell those cream shadows as like duos, like single hand duos. I think that would be really smart of him, but he hasn't done that yet. So this is what we got, and that's everything got. So for my Q4, I actually didn't buy as much as I think I did. It's a lot of palettes, right? Although technically 3 of them were gifts. And it comes out to $421. So now let's do a recap for the whole year and my goals that I had. So I have a total that I spent $2,124.07. Granted, I'm counting here a lot of things that were gifts, so I technically didn't buy those. Like, I put like the total amount for the Los Angeles order, but I technically paid for half. I put half for the, I put $30 for what the ColourPop palettes are, but I didn't pay for those. You know, so I do want to note that. And then I also want to note that a lot of these things here are not makeup. A lot of them are skincare, sunscreens, things like that. A lot of it is tools, like the Larly's order. Most of those items are tools because I really like her brushes. So I bought a lot of her brushes, and I buy them usually in bulk like that. So I just want to know that a lot of it is not makeup. Because if I'm correct, I think that is just shy of what my entire makeup collection is technically worth. So if I look, hold on, now I'm just curious for my own curiosity. If I scroll down, where is it? Oh my gosh. Yeah. So my entire makeup collection is worth $3,000. That includes my nail polishes that I'm still have in my collection. Technically, I have my Lights Lacquers ones, but those I kind of put aside, so they're not in my spreadsheet yet. So that's $3,000. So if my entire makeup collection is only worth $3,000, then obviously I spend money, but it wasn't all on makeup. Like I said, a lot of it was tools, a lot of it was skincare, some hair care stuff. We have also what's it called, skincare tools. I'm spacing out, but you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, overall this is a typical year for me. I'm not particularly worried about the amount of money that I brought in. I am concerned about the amount of stuff I brought in, which is why we're going into my no buy this year. Although technically I already broke it, but I don't feel bad because it was a color corrector and I really wanted to try one because it seems like it's strong enough to actually handle my under eyes, because I have very thick under eyes and the pigment is quite strong. And although I like the one from Ulta Beauty, which is the one I have currently, it doesn't actually cover my entire under eye circles, so that's kind of a problem right, if it doesn't actually do all I wanted it to do. So that being said, I bought the one from Sigma Beauty because I'm hoping, from what I've watched a couple videos, that it might be strong enough to actually cover my dark circles. I'm still going to finish my ones from Ulta Beauty because that's just not me, and there's not a lot of product in them, so I can usually go through them relatively quickly. And they're not bad, it's just they don't actually cover dark circles. The only ones that I've known that can actually cover my dark circles are the ones from Cover FX, but they've been sold out for like a year. And what I really liked about the Sigma Beauty one is that it comes with a duo, so you can get a peach and orange, and I really feel like you need a duo of those, except for how deep mine are. So I'm hoping that those will be good. And then since I was at Sigma, I bought a couple of eyes brushes because if you're on Sigma's website, you might as well, right? So that's what I told myself. But that's all I bought, just that one color corrector, which again, I don't feel bad about that. I haven't technically bought my no buy technically, so that's okay. So let's go over this sheet and let's get started, I guess. So for primer, I said it was going to be replacement only, and I stuck to this. I only have 2 primers still, and this is not going to be a, what's it called? This is not going to be, oh my gosh, an inventory video. There you go. Oh my gosh. But I do still just have these 2 primers right here, so that's pretty good. So that one I stuck to. For foundation, I said it was going to be a no buy. I did buy some. I bought 2, and those were the ones from Rare Beauty because, like I said, I've been wanting to try Rare Beauty. I've been hearing a lot of good things about Rare Beauty, so I bought the foundation and the tinted moisturizer, which I count tinted moisturizer as foundation. So I did buy those 2. But I'm not particularly worried about this, and when I go into my inventory, you guys, I'll be able to see that. I'm not worried about it because I don't have that many to begin with, so it's fine. It's no big deal. For concealer, I said I was going to do replacement only. Obviously, I haven't, because I bought the one from Kosas, which technically is not a replacement, and I bought the one from Rare Beauty. Everything else has been replacement only. I have the other 2 only, but I did buy these 2 that were technically not replacement. I'm, again, not worried about it because my concealer collection is rather small, so not worried about it. For powder, I said replacement only. This is still correct, so I'm not worried about it. For bronzer, I said only to bring 1 or 2. I technically haven't brought any in at all year, and I say technically because I'm gonna count this thing as a bronzer, even though it's not a bronzer, but I haven't actually brought any bronzers in. For blush, I said I was only gonna bring 1 or 2 too, and if you know, you know. So I bought 2 liquid blushes, I think. Yeah, I bought this one closer to the beginning of the year from Rare Beauty, and then I ended up buying obviously the one from She Glam that I just talked about, and I bought the blush palette. So technically this is only 2, but what really threw me off is that I got the blush palette from Lunar Beauty, and that blush palette has 5 blushes, technically 6 blushes in it, and I said technically because one is like a highlighter blush duo thing, so 6. I brought 8 blushes, and like I said, technically I've only bought 3 products in. It's just that one, and I can't count individual pans, so I've technically brought in 8, which is more than what if I wanted. But overall, I'm not upset by this number because I love blush, and I do have quite a few blushes that are going to be out of my collection very, very soon. Highlighter, I said no buy, and that's because, like you guys, like I said, I was like, I really don't like highlighters. I kept saying that, but I really found myself liking liquid highlighters, so I got the one from She Glam, obviously, and then I got the one from Rare Beauty from when I did that Rare Beauty order a little while ago. And honestly, I'm so glad I did, because I found out I absolutely love liquid highlighters. Like, who would have known? I love liquid highlighters, so I really cannot wait to finish all of my powder highlighters and only have those liquid ones moving forward. Obviously the liquid ones are gonna go away before I finish all my powder ones, but I think I'm gonna try to like finish or sprinkle them in between so I can still get some love out of those and eventually work my way through all the powders. But moving forward, I don't expect myself to buy any more powder highlighters. Even though I really like the Persona one, I don't expect myself to rebuy it. And I do already have a backup of my Opal, which is my favorite. But again, I can't buy that one anymore. So I think I'm just gonna eventually only go forward with liquid highlighters. I really quite enjoyed it. I think like I need like a champagne golden one and then more of like a rosy, rosy champagne or rose gold or something like that. And I think I'm good. I think that's all I need. Moving forward, that's what I'm gonna do. Anyway, setting spray, I said replacement only. I stuck to this one, so that one was not a problem. For mascara, I said I was gonna do replacement only. I did end up buying the Rare Beauty mascara twice, which I was not planning to do that, but I did. Overall, mascara is not a one that I'm worried about, because I usually go through mascaras, although I do have currently 3 mascaras in my collection that are unopened. And I think those 3 are going to last me till the end of the year, so I don't see myself buying any mascara for the end of the until the end of the year. For eyeliners, I said I was going to do replacement only. I haven't brought any in, and I'm not planning to because I never go through eyeliners, so that's that's never going to be a problem. Single shadows, I said I was going to only bring 10 to 15. I bought way more than that. I'm going to put you in a quick pause because I have to do math right now because I can honestly not tell you how many I bought. So I need to like verify. Okay, like give or take 2 or 3, but I think I brought in 37 single eyeshadows, which I'm not actually surprised by that number at all, because obviously I bought some Super Shock shadows. I really fell in love with the Ulta Beauty, not Ulta Beauty, with the Urban Decay one. I got one from Rare Beauty. I got a bunch from Makeup Geek because obviously with them going out of business, I figured this is the best time for me to buy them. It's because this one pops out. Thought this was the best time for me to like bring some in, and they were on great sale. So I bought 2 9-pan palettes worth of single shadows from them. I bought some ColourPop ones, single shadows as well. I'm trying to see where else did I buy single shadows from. Did I buy some from Clone and JD Glow? No, I think I got those at the end of last year. So anyway, I'm not surprised by this number at all. I really enjoyed single shadows this year. All shadows, really. Eyeshadow palettes, I was only going to bring in they're 5 to 6. I brought in 11. So clearly, I went way overboard with this category. No comment. Okay, for lip test, I was going to buy replacement one for liners, lip liners. I did ended up bringing one that was not part of that, and that is this one right here. Everything else I think it's the only one I bought because I was trying to replace my favorite red lip lipstick, so this is a really good shade match for that. But it's a lip liner from ABH. But I think those were the only ones. For gloss, I said I was only going to bring in 1 to 3. I definitely brought in more than that, but overall, because I was looking at my numbers are actually pretty close to what they were, so I'm not particularly worried about this. Even though technically I brought way more than I wanted to, my numbers stay pretty consistent. So when we go into inventory, we'll be able to see that. For tinted lip balm, I said I went to bring 3 to 5. I think I brought in more than that. Had 4, 5. Yeah, I definitely did. But I also did finish quite a few up. So I'm actually not worried about this number at all. This is a category that I wouldn't have minded expanding, which I did a little bit. But because I finished them relatively quickly, I was able to, go through them real quickly. For lipsticks, I said I only want to bring in 1 to 3, and I brought in exactly 3, which were the 3 that were in the Laura Los Angeles collection, Valentine's Day collection, which is the only ones that she dropped all year, and I'm glad because, that was liquid lipstick. I said I was only going to bring 3, and I did only bring in 3. For my lipsticks, I had the same goal to only bring in 1 to 3. I believe I did bring in 3. Let me double check. Have to look at it. Oh no, I definitely brought in more than that because again I was trying to replace that 1, so I brought in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. More than I wanted to, and I didn't finish nearly as many as I wanted to. So this number was definitely a fail. But Jesus. If you saw my plan to pan, you would know that a big goal for me next year is to try and finish bullet lipsticks, not even liquid lipsticks, but bullet lipsticks. So if I'm successful, which I'm hoping I will, this number will go down significantly. And obviously, as I'm going to a no-buy, there shouldn't be many going up, unless Lila Sanchez decides to all of a sudden like drop bullet lipsticks and forgo her liquid lipsticks, which I don't think she will. Then this number really won't change at all because I won't be bringing any in. So that is everything that I have for today. Overall, I did think I went overboard with the amount of items that I brought into my collection this year, which is why I decided to go into this no-buy. Sorry, the lighting's really throwing me off. Let me see if I can do that. That's a little bit better. There you go. So I am going to be obviously going to a no-buy. My main thing with this no-buy is to, one, give more love to my current items. I don't particularly mind having a larger collection. I just want to make sure that everything I got has more love. My goal this year is not necessarily to finish a lot of products. I just really want to spread the love. I want to hit a lot of pans in a lot of my stuff. I want to be able to just enjoy everything I got without feeling overwhelmed with the amount that I'm bringing in. So that is really truly the only goal that I have this year, is just to enjoy, and then hopefully maybe get like a lot of items halfway done that I can like all knock them out next year. But I don't want to get ahead of myself. I really want to enjoy what I got and bring some of those numbers down. Now there's nothing competing for my attention. And also because I'm not doing nearly as many project pans, I don't want to feel as restricted to be able to reach for whatever I want to, which is why I think the only pan that I've started so far this year is my deco panning project pan. And I know I'm going to be joining Pan with a Palette. I know I'm going to be joining the deco panning if they bring it back this year, which I'm pretty sure they will because it was so successful last year. And I know I'm going to be bringing, I'm going to be doing the graveyard project pan again because I think I can do a lot better this time around on that one. So I'm pretty excited about those. But I haven't officially started any project pans, although I've technically been panning some stuff. I haven't been as restricted. I've just been trying to reach for certain things here and there. So overall, I feel good about everything I've got planned so far, but I just don't want to feel as restricted with my makeup this year. And we'll see how I feel about it next year. Because I do like the feeling you get when you actually finish a product from start to finish, and that's so rewarding. Like nothing could ever compare to that. Okay, the lighting's feeling really weird because it's like the sun's almost set and I use natural lighting. So I'm gonna let you guys go here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.